What are you waiting for?
Come join the Geek Drunk Nation. What's up, guys? Hey, switch us. This is the 3Dub show. Oh,
There we
go.
This was the 3Dub takeover. Scratch that. It's the Geek Drums take over his own stream.
How is everybody?
Not too shabby.
We
Not
had
too bad.
we had an
Ragu.
eventful week, did we not?
We did.
I'm getting so
Yes.
confused on these hashtags. I just tried to type in the Flash season 9 and I just typed in the season. You had to work today, Darren, or you got the day off?
Oh, I was off today. Thankfully.
Lucky you. We had a regular route, and then it was just like every time we got back to work, can you guys run this? Can you guys go drop this off? I said no, but I did it anyway. I said no in my mind. Why? Because I'm bad to the bone.
Good to know.
That's a good
In my
sign.
mind, that is. But chat, how is everybody doing? Justin, we run with gun. Is that a new hashtag? I knew nothing
Yeah,
about
I've seen that. I've seen them try to combat the fire James Gunn hashtag war.
Oh,
Apparently, that's all.
if that's what they want to do, I mean, I support James Gunn. I'm not getting into these hashtags.
Yeah, it's
Only
a lot.
hashtag that I want to see is hashtag restore the Arrowverse to its former glory. You jerks.
That ain't gonna happen.
Also,
Just like the Snyderverse, that ain't gonna happen.
what did my phone just pick? The app wasn't even open on my phone. Mayada, I think that's just you that can't see us.
Yeah.
Can
Our
everybody
cameras
see
are
us?
all on, so.
Yeah. Make
got,
Goldface great again. I mean, he was always funny to me.
Darren.
I don't know when he was ever not he's cringy, but I mean he was always funny. Like he was always funny if that's what you mean.
They can see us. Good to know.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's that was just a glitch, my audience, no problem. It's good to see you actually in the stream instead of, saying I missed it. It's good to have you here. I'm always sad when you miss the streams, my audio. I cry on the inside. It hurts me to my core.
We mention you when you're not here.
Yep. But guys, since we have a few people in the chat, first things first. I have a few new videos on my channel, and if you are subscribed to my channel, please make sure you have the alert bell turned on, because looking at my analytics, majority of the people that are watching the videos are people that are not subscribed. So what you guys doing? Go watch the videos. I'm making good content. Secondly, if you are here and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I'm at 649. I'm halfway to my goal. Halfway there. Hey, Train Cameo. Also, oh my God.
What's funny is I don't hear it.
Train conductors are rude. But also, I have attached my Twitch account in the pinned comment. It's a pinned comment in the comment section. I am streaming live on Twitch as well, just to get those streaming hours up so Twitch can see that I'm on there. Yes, my out of the train is a subscriber. Always. Even when I'm not live, it's bothering me. So a train from in front of me and a train from in back. That sounds weird. Um, but yeah. So if you are not following me on Twitch, please do so. I have spent the past week getting my gaming set up, all straight. So I will start my Twitch gaming streams soon. Most likely next Wednesday. Wednesdays will be my, weekly gaming Twitch stream. Gonna start The Last of Us because the show was just freaking amazing. Yesterday's episode was just
So good.
so good, and it tugged at my heartstrings. All I'm gonna say is Ellie loves herself some Joel. She loves herself some Joel. Like I don't care what they say. I don't care how she tries to act. I love their relationship. Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey, I think her name
Yeah.
is. Phenomenal.
Yeah.
They're killing it. They're knocking it out the park.
I will say, for just like for the people who have played the
Thanks to
game,
Flash.
there were some nice little cameos and Easter eggs, and I think that made quite a few people very happy last night.
I heard there was a major that there could have been like a major cameo from a yet to be introduced video game character.
Yeah. Like obviously no spoilers, but there's someone introduced in the second game that appeared in this season, which was very like unexpected.
Oh, sweet. I can't wait to play. I can't wait to
Yeah,
play.
a lot of times they like to put the voice actor that plays the lead in the show, the lead in the game, also in the show.
I like how, because I hear from the no spoilers, Justin. It's no spoilers. It's like I'm hearing that in the games, like Joel is basically like superhuman, almost. Is that true? Like he just nothing really phases him.
I wouldn't say he's superhuman, but he is very tough. Like he's very strong.
I like how they're making that. I like how they're making that different.
Sure.
That way he can seem more vulnerable and more relatable, because nobody wants to watch a TV show about a character that nothing phases, like that nothing happens to, just like plot armor.
Yeah.
So that leads me into my next discussion. Why do people want the Flash to basically like just beat everybody up and like just be, all powerful? We're gonna start talking about
Savitar?
The Last of Us. Yeah, basically Savitar. Like you hit him and nothing happens. We're gonna start talking about The Last of Us, guys, next week. Like I think will that be the halfway point of the season?
We have 3 left.
9.
So we're past the halfway
9
point.
episodes.
Yeah, it'll
Okay.
be 7, 8, and 9.
Okay. We are going to start talking about The Last of Us. If you guys are not watching that show, what are you doing? It's freaking amazing. Like I love it. I love it.
And also the Mandalorian season 3 premieres March 1st.
Yeah, it's fascinating. This year is crazy, man. There's so much stuff. Like every other week, there's something new starting.
Bro, like, do you know how crazy it is? I have not, because like I watch more than superhero television or whatever.
Sure.
Like, first of all, my DVR is like freaking backed up
Mm-hmm.
because I started watching a show with my wife that's actually good. Like, well, it's cringy because like I look at TV shows from like a production standpoint and writing and stuff. I can't watch TV to enjoy TV anymore since I started doing this. Like I just want to go back to how I used to be, like just blindly watching shows and films, but I can't. That annoys her, but it's hilarious. So started watching the show with her, critiquing the hell out of it every week, but started watching it with her. So I got backed up because I'm watching the reboot of that CW show, The Game, like the newer season that's Paramount Plus. Fell behind on that. The show ended. I also fell behind on Criminal Minds new season. And that also ended. So now I have to catch up on that on top of The Game. And then season 2 of Bel Air starts this week. So I'm
I
like,
meant to watch season 1 and I never did.
so I'm trying to like, let me just let me just look at my DVR because I'm this is gonna let you know how much stuff I'm trying to keep up with that I'm
Yeah.
like super backed up. First of all, I caught up on the show Fire Country. I have one episode left till I'm all caught up. Um, let me see. Let me see what my recordings say. I have one Family Guy. I have 6 Young Rocks. I have 6 Lopez versus Lopez. One Family Feud because I deleted all 94 previous recordings because I just let them fall. Like they were filling up my DVR. I got one Law and Order because I finally caught up on all of those. I have 10 Walker Independences because I've decided if the show is not getting renewed, I'm not gonna waste my time.
Sure.
I have 2 of Ghosts. I have 2 Next Level Chefs. I'm all caught up on Walker, just the one from last week. I have 5 Grown Issues, 1 Kung Fu, 1 Will Trent, 1 Rookie Feds, 3 911 Lone Stars, 1 regular rookie, 4 Good Doctors. This new show called Alert. I have not started watching yet, but I just let the recordings back up, and I've missed like 7 episodes. All American Homecoming and All American. I've missed all 4 episodes that have come back, and I heard some crazy stuff about that. And the Winchesters. I have decided not to watch that until I know if it's getting renewed. Laura, I'm sorry. Laura, I promise, Laura, I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. I'm you know what? I'm just gonna turn it on. And the perfect time for me to watch it is when I'm in my work truck. I'm gonna watch it. Also, Laura, I'm about to put you on another show. You said Animal Control with Joel McHale. I want to watch that. But also, this new show starring Gina Rodriguez, Not Dead Yet.
I heard it
Basic
said.
basic premise is, first of all, the show is hilarious. Basic premise is she's a down on her luck girl, got left by her fiance or boyfriend or whatever, comes back home, goes back to work at her old job, ends up getting put at obituaries. The thing is, whenever an obituary comes across her desk that she has to write, she ends up seeing this person's ghost.
Yeah. Fun concept.
So the concept is good because I like shows like this. The only thing that bothers me is it's never explained why she can, why can she see the dead people? That's the only flaw of the show I have. Why can you see the dead people? If you were to get phased out of the show and a new person were to take over obituaries, would they see dead people, or is it only a you thing? Also, if this is just a, obit writer thing, do the people, higher ups at the newspaper know, like, if you write for obituaries, you're going to see dead people? The thing I love about the show is when she is talking to them, they solve the problem of making the person look crazy. She just throws in her headphone. I like that. That's smart writing. But guys, please check out Not Dead Yet. It's really good. I'm also watching Abbott Elementary. I never miss an episode of that. I make sure I watch that on my way home on Thursdays every day. But let's see. What is the chat saying? Lara is watching from Twitch. I appreciate that. Let me see, because we about to jump into this Flash discussion real quick. But that's how much TV I've been missing. So add that on top of all like 6 episodes of, I think either 4 or 5 episodes of the game and like 4 episodes of. I haven't watched Criminal Minds since the last episode of Doom Patrol. Think about how long ago that was. Yeah, that's how far behind I felt.
I tried to binge watch Criminal Minds. It did not work well with my head.
Ragu says Ellie has attachment issues, and that's okay. It is, and we understand why.
Yeah.
I'm kind of mad that Joel. What?
I think she's referring to the ending
of the game.
No, I think she's to the Last of Us. Like what happened in the final scene. I think that's what she's referring to.
Oh.
Which I would just keep watching, Miata. I would see what happens.
Yeah, and don't post spoilers in case people haven't seen it. Lance, did Flash throw Caitlyn under the bus? I mean bus, not bust. Unequivocally, yes. Yes, they did. Like, come on. You guys knew when you were writing the season, but you guys knew when you were writing the season, you were only getting 13 episodes. You had enough time to rewrite it. That's very bogus. And Laura says, what are your thoughts on how they handled Caitlyn, te- Caitlyn's technical death on The Flash, on handling the Caitlyn storyline? I hope it gets better. I do too. I would hate for this to be the final season and we're not wrapping it up with Caitlyn, and the actress is still on the show. It's weird, man. Like it does not make sense.
No,
Caitlyn died. Let's go party. That's what happened.
Like, come on, you guys go out dancing
that's
with her body, literally with her body.
That's my biggest issue. Like I've talked about the last couple years now how I've not been a big fan of Caitlyn. Caitlyn's one of my favorite characters on the show. I love her, but I don't think they've handled her well. So if you want to do that story, that casual CW story where we keep the same actor but introduce a new character with a clean slate, that's fine. One, don't do that in your final 13 episodes when we got to be wrapping up the whole show. Stop introducing new stuff. Don't. Two, give her a freaking funeral. If we can give Frost a whole episode, we dedicated a whole episode dedicated to her. We can spend 2 minutes just
with horrible
mourning
fake
her.
crime by Danielle Pennebaker, by the way.
Yeah, it's so weird. We didn't need that dance scene. Spend 2 minutes just you can just have them all in a circle saying like what they missed about her or something. Simple stuff. That would have caused a huge issue for me. I don't even know why we didn't just do this last season. We just do it like Wendy killed Frost. Just have them both die. And then introduce the new girl. It's I don't understand. It's so dumb. This is the character that was introduced, if I'm not mistaken, before Barry. She was in Arrow season 2. She's one of the longest running Arrowverse characters out maybe ever. I can't. Is there anyone that's been here longer? I guess Diggle, if you count him. I don't know. I've been very salty all week about this whole topic. But
hey, she was introduced on Arrow just like Barry was, so
yeah,
she's up there.
Yeah.
Barry's been Barry Allen for 10 years.
3 dubs.
Yeah.
How did you feel about it? I personally, I hated it. You guys saw my review. I had nothing positive to say about this episode, and I hate having to do reviews like that because I don't want to be a ranter.
Yeah.
But I thoroughly. First of all, the stuff with Mark. Somebody on Facebook really tried to argue with me, talking about some Mark was right. He didn't care if Caitlyn lived or died.
Yeah.
And you think that that's okay? Barry was bogus for what he did. Barry knows he was bogus for what he did. Barry knows that technically what he did led Caitlyn to take it that far. He knows that. But Mark didn't help the situation, which is why Barry was looking at Mark like, I'm going to rip your freaking head off.
It's very strange to me that this is how you... we're supposed to like our series regulars. This was not a good way to make us like our new series regular on a show.
Exactly.
This episode also... Go ahead, sorry.
Then you threaten Hartley?
Yeah.
For what was your purpose, dog?
But yeah, I didn't like it. But I kind of get that they're trying to save time by not diving too much deep into it.
So they shouldn't dive into it at all.
Exactly.
If it wasn't 13 episodes and it was a full 20, then I can understand that,
They had time 13... to backtrack or something. If you don't have enough time to tell,
they could have written it better.
Yeah, it's strange. I don't know.
I mean, I won't. They could have written it better.
They really could have. I'm about to jump through some more of these comments real quick. I hate getting behind in my comment section. I'm glad Laura's watching from Twitch. I really appreciate that. Jose, I watched Bel Air. I'm excited for season 2. Cody, season 2 looks like it's gonna be freaking amazing. Season 1 was great. Should I cover that on the channel? Is there an audience for that? I might cover it after a few episodes. Thank you, Flash Barry Allen, for the follow over on Twitch.
Oh, you're really behind.
Yeah. Wow, Flash Freak says, wow, I don't know what he's talking about. Funny, Robert. So hype for Bel Air season 2. Me too. Um, appreciate it. Don't know what he's talking about. They are doing a two. Yes, yes, Laura. I saw the trailer for that, and I immediately got hyped. I set my DVR for that. That True Lie. Hey, Darren, 3 Dubs. March 3rd, I believe, is the date. This show called True Lies is starting, based on the movie, and it looks amazing. I really suggest like you check out the trailer.
Cool.
It looks like it's
Check it
gonna be
out.
real good. That show sounds like early edition when the guy got the newspaper the day before. Yeah, it's kind of like almost like the same premise. I can understand that. I can understand it. I had to keep my DVR full. Like I've replaced all the Arrowverse shows, sadly, so my DVR is like not skimpy. Star Trek Picard season 3, Last of Us. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm glad. I'm glad they did because I'm really enjoying this current season. Who's not dead?
That would be Caitlin.
Oh, morning, everyone. It's now 1:45 here in South Africa. Oh, thanks, Jeffrey. If you are
Good
not
morning.
subscribed, please subscribe. Good morning. I'm glad I got somebody from South Africa. Am I popular? I think I'm popular. Subscribe to these other guys
Happy
too.
hours right now.
They post great content. 3 Dubs actually has more followers than all of us combined. He's very humble though. He doesn't like to brag. I don't think Errol Wallace paid attention or rewatched season 8 to know what happened to Caitlyn. I swear to God. What?
I just think he thinks it's a good idea. Which, like, if this was under different circumstances, I might agree.
He
Just
wrote it,
not.
so I mean, of course
Yeah.
he knows. He knows what happened. She
Again, like,
voluntarily went into the thing. She just didn't expect it to kill her.
yeah.
We got some DJ Eric stuff, and we're talking about Flash Freak. So
First of all, we don't know if Caitlyn is actually dead or not. But on the show, they don't have set photos or comic books that show their friend alive. So as far as they know, she is dead. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, and I do ultimately think she will come back in some way. I just think it's just weird. Like I think that it's also just their reaction to everything. We're just like, oh well, let's move on. What what are we doing for our evening? Like it's so weird.
Yep. Hey, the Flash brought up something very. They should have got rid of Danielle Panabaker if they were going to kill Caitlyn. Keon should have been played by a new actress. I
Yeah.
do not disagree. I do not disagree. Chat, what do you guys think? I mean, I get it. It's weird that you basically put somebody in Caitlyn's body and have her walking around like.
Yeah. If you want to get rid of Caitlyn, I would have been okay with that because she hasn't had active storyline since like season 3. You know,
Nope. And now
potentially
Zoom's coming back and he's gonna see Caitlyn.
he will.
I love
Well,
what
here's
you've
the
done with
thing.
your hair.
I would have loved. I actually would have. I love Caitlyn. I would have loved if Zoom came back and killed her. Like that would have been. I know that sounds bad, but how much cooler would that have been?
Yeah,
How, like,
hey,
that would
I
be
ain't gonna
such
lie. That would be poetic, honestly.
that would be sick, and I would be for it. Like R.I.P. Caitlyn, but like that's such a cooler death.
Yeah. Can we talk about King Vader's comment real quick? Because I agree.
Oh yeah.
I'm a Candace Patton fan. I like West Allen, but I'm not reveling in a character's death because I did not hate Caitlyn. I'm not reveling in a character's death because we assume Danielle Panabaker and Candace Patton don't get along. Like I saw people talking about like sharing a screen cap of when Keon just like surprise hugged her out of nowhere, and there was like Candace didn't even try to hug her because in that moment she didn't have to. She doesn't know that person. I agree, Paigey. I agree. But I'm like, and that like they're talking about some she purposely didn't hug her. I'm like, no, when somebody surprise hugs you like that, that's the way to react. And like
Yeah.
they're reveling in Caitlyn's death. Like it's weird.
This has been a weird like back and forth. I've not been able to stand
Yeah, the
like
one
for
thing that
seasons now.
Caitlyn's storyline that's constant is her
Her alter
personalities,
ego. Like Frost had
alter
a more
egos,
consistent storyline.
and
I
her
mean,
overall. Every time she gets in a relationship, the person dies
or becomes evil.
or
Or
becomes
was
evil
evil
and then
at
dies.
first.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Or
Zoom
was a
was
nerd that you
evil.
broke up with for your supposed dead husband. Like last season's storyline for her in Death Story, you broke up with a good man to chase your quote unquote dead husband.
Forgot about that.
And they were
I
trying to
mean,
tell you
that
that
could
wasn't
that
really him. But hey, the world will end if we listen to Barry Allen. The world will end. He was trying to tell you that's not Ronnie. But no, let's just do what we want.
Now, obviously, I get we can't just get these actors like back on the show. But do you think they called her mother or Cisco even better? I feel like
No.
when it came to them like voting on if she should live or die, her mother should have been called first, right? Like
Yeah.
she should have first dibs if she
Mm.
brings back her daughter.
Flash freak. It's TV. Henry died and they had the
Frost
funeral in the
happened right
same
away.
episode.
Yeah.
Frost happened the next episode. HR happened in the same episode.
They're not going to have it like next episode. They're
Like,
just
come
not.
HR
on,
had
literally,
had her funeral.
funerals happen right away on TV.
Yeah.
On All American, one of the characters just died. Their funeral is tonight.
The
It's
only
TV,
one that didn't
Flash
get a
freak.
funeral before Caitlyn was Joe when he died in Armageddon. That was the
Yeah.
only time that we didn't actually see it happen.
They made her a new character. Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
I was thinking, I'm like, God, it is raining a lot in Central City in this episode. Like it just wouldn't stop. Like it was pouring rain, and I'm just like, dog, how is it not flooded right now? Is Mark Martin walking around with a wand or something?
Yeah,
Like-
I was wondering if it was some kind of like Red Death thing. Like, is he
But,
making like
but
a
lo
weather
and behold,
machine?
it's just Keone not knowing what she wants to do with herself.
Yeah.
Like, and then we still don't get an explanation for that. She decides, I'm gonna live my life, and boom, it stops. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain, and the itsy bitty Keone went up the spout again. Like, I found that really weird. Like, this episode was just weird. And I saw Flash Freak talking about this episode wasn't that bad. We're not, because next episode, I mean, of course, I hear good things about it, but I agree, Eric, that's going to be a check mark on the negative if the next episode doesn't have some sort of tribute to Caitlyn. You're not going to call Cisco. You're not going to call her mom. Call Tina McGee. Somebody that's close to the girl. Call somebody.
Yeah.
And there was no tears for Caitlyn either, because they were more close to Caitlyn than there were Frost or
Yeah.
Keone.
And then Iris is like, I choose
HR.
Frost because I didn't choose her the first time.
I didn't get that. I was very confused. I feel like I missed something. When did she not
Exactly.
choose her?
When I think about choosing someone to die, I'm thinking Smallville. We don't choose. There's always another way to have all three of them.
Levi said,
I was
I'm so
thinking a
confused
better
as to why
storyline would be
Mark
a
is
triplet.
that would have been cool. Levi says he's confused as to why Mark is a series regular. We all are.
They could have wrapped it up this episode. Like, I can see maybe 1-2 episodes with the story. I don't know how we're going to get like 11 more, 10 more episodes with Mark. What's
I
even more
agree.
frustrating to me is Hartley's right there. Promote him for like the final season.
Why
Everyone
not?
loves him.
Why
I don't-
not?
We could have done that 3 seasons ago. He would have been. It frustrates me so much. I love Hartley. He would have been a perfect series regular.
When I said triplets, I mean like they figure out a way to bring her back and also have Caitlin and Keon.
Yeah. Flash Freak. One thing that was very good in this episode was that's literally
Oh yeah,
the
it looked great.
cinematography and the
Looked great.
Hartley and Red Death stuff. That's the
Yeah.
only good thing about this episode. Everything else was literally, and I hate saying this is on par. No, actually, this might be worse than the mommy, daddy, brother, sister crap. This is back there with season 7. This is back there with COVID. I'm not going to touch you fighting. I want to talk you down. This is that for me. I was watching this episode and I was getting visibly, literally irritated. Like, I kept pausing it. Because I'm like, why is this happening right now? Like, of course, Danielle Panabaker, great actress. I don't care about Keon. Like, you just killed off Caitlin Snow. And you just made it a side comment.
Yeah, we can't forget about that.
The flashback.
Yeah.
That was pointless.
The flashback to the kiss. The flashback to what Joe said to Cecile last week. We're not dumb. We don't have short-term memory loss.
Yeah.
Like who? And then what? The flashbacks are always Titans blue.
Yeah.
That's what irritates me.
Who thinks that new people will jump on at season 9?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we shouldn't do what happened last week. Oh, I wonder what happened last week. The thing that literally broke the internet. Of course they're gonna forget and want to see it again. No, if there's flashbacks in this episode, if there's flashbacks on Wednesday, I'm going to lose my mind. There was no need for flashbacks. It's dumb. And then, while we're on the subject of dumb things, I get wanting to focus the power, but Ryan Wilder, of course, you're smart. Somehow you're getting them all this tech. You decide to give a Black Canary-esque character a fiddle. Why? I get it's to focus the power. It's for the nostalgia purposes. She didn't need to be the fiddler.
And she didn't need a microphone
at all.
to blast the sound out.
The microphone, of her mouth. It just made you screamed into the microphone, but it didn't amplify your power.
Yeah, that was
and
weird.
Barry just phased through it like it was nothing, but let Hartley get hurt by that. And then I'm like, if she was on a different angle and you did that, it would have still went through you and knocked him flying. And then after that, they definitely don't, Eric. And then after that, Hartley was about to kill Fiddler, whatever her real name was. I agree. He was about to kill Fiddler. And you wait until then to say, you don't have to. They're not dead. You couldn't have just done that when you came out of your phase.
How did had to have a pep talk. Yeah, it's like he knew how to do it, which is like a plot device. He knew
and
how
then
to
honestly,
vibrate.
Exactly. And honestly, he didn't do it. He made Hartley do it, which again is season 7 vibes. You left him over there in mid-phase just so you could come back and say, oh, hey, Hartley, they're alive. Yes, Eric, you are very, very, very right. That would have been blown horns everywhere. I'm like, it was just so weird. This episode was so weird. Like, for this to be your second episode, this was not a strong number 2.
Compared to Welcome to Hong Kong in Arrow season 2, Arrow knocked off the park. Each episode was entertaining and completely like almost not almost really good to watch all the way through. Flash season 9 failed apparently. We already
I
got a
want them
bad
to move on.
episode.
I want them to move on as well, Eric.
Yeah.
I agree 100%. And honestly, I'm getting to these comments late. No real relationship, no outside life, nothing. She doesn't. She just basically lived in that apartment.
Yeah. Which is
That
why,
tiny apartment.
which is why, like, I don't even hate the idea of Caitlyn dying. Like Caitlyn, as it was a very miserable character. Like, that's been her entire thing. So if you want to make that into her ultimate arc, that like she doesn't get the happy ending, that's fine. Just do it right? Like, I don't know, like have some kind of consequences to her dying.
Laura with the win. Laura with the win.
I hope that's not true because our current villain's called Red Death. So I hope someone dies.
Red Death has killed somebody. No major character dies. I guarantee you she kills one of the rogues. She kills one of them. She kills one of them. Her rogues, not our rogues. If something happens to Goldface, I don't know what I'll do.
I do think the Fiddler was a weird choice. Like, I feel like the Flash has so many good rogues. I don't know why we're bringing back her.
Eric, you know, and the other thing, when he told Andy and his podcast host that Iris and Barry had to earn being happy, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard. Like, that's spoken by a true man that's been single for a majority of his life. Me and my wife, when we got married, we didn't say we're going to earn being happy. We were just happy because that's the person we chose to be with.
Yeah.
Like, come on. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard. And he's writing Chester and Allegra that way. That forced kiss because they thought they were going to die. And then the next week, Allegra's like, maybe that should not happen again. And then Chester gets all like weird like he was when Barry yelled at him when he first came back in season 6. I'm like, Chester,
the whole Chester walking in on Iris and Barry.
Yeah, I'm like, no. When he first came back, when he first came back, and it was him and Camilla in like on comms when Barry was learning the differences after Crisis, and how he like yelled at him. He got all timid. I don't want season 6 Chester. Chester has evolved since then. That's the one thing I'll say. When they made their choices, I liked Chester's choice because he gave a reason. Dealing with Deathstroke last year and seeing his father, he learned you should never tamper with death. And yeah, I saw somebody saying like, I think it was the Flash. He said, not Danielle, Caitlyn, you know, she made her bed, she had to lie in it. I completely agree. I just know that she didn't know she was gonna die. She was expecting, you know, for them to be able to splice them like what happened the first time. She wasn't expecting to get morphed into something completely different with a bad wig. So I mean, I completely get it. I completely understand Chillblaine, you know, being like, you know, understandably heartbroken. Frost was the love of his life. You know, they had plans. Like they had Frost had hobbies, a relationship, a story arc. Like I completely understand why they were so, you know, upset. But that does not excuse Chillblaine doesn't get why the team was so mad. I'm like, how? And then Barry's like, if you're gonna be on this team, we're gonna do this together. No, Barry, cut him loose. He doesn't want to be a part, dog. Cut him loose. We don't need him. You don't need him. I mean, from the looks of it, you got enough teammates getting out there in the field that we don't really care for.
Sure. I did actually.
Good act doesn't mean that he's good all the time.
and then we know this week the one thing that I talked about that I hated the most, he's putting it on in this week's episode. Like you're
Oh,
putting on the
the
sexy crop
yeah.
top fur jacket. Like, come on. I hope Hartley says something about it. I just know Hartley's gonna say something very snarky about it.
Did you see the behind the scenes
Yeah,
footage of
Iris fans are saying
Cecile's?
that Barry hates Iris. I mean, Barry hates Caitlyn. How does he hate Caitlyn? He was literally disturbed over her death, or quote unquote death. And then again, and then like even then when she was the thing that pissed me off the most was just how Mark like it. I get it. It was right. That's what was written. The delivery. It Mark's looking dead in Barry's face. Barry's like, "What? Where's Caitlyn? What happened to Caitlyn?" And he's just like, "Oh, she's dead." I'm like, you can just sit there and say that like that, bro. Like, you don't have
He
no
delivered
remorse
it
or
like
your hand in it.
he didn't have remorse. He didn't. He just flat out said it. And how is Barry supposed to react to that?
Like, I really, I, that's when we need like a flash, or something, like just a dream sequence of Barry reverse flashing him. I wouldn't mind it. What am I connected to? I'm connected to my extender. Probably just a glitch right now. It happens. Did I just freeze?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. I got my extender finally. So, I mean, it's working pretty good. It's been pretty clean thus far. But she had active side stories, and the only thing Caitlyn got was fake out Ronnie and stuff with her mom. That's true. It's like they didn't want Caitlyn to be good. And I get it. She was pregnant 99% of the time. But you gave her more action as like more stuff as Frost. I would have just written off Caitlyn altogether.
Yeah.
Which is what they did, but they also wrote off Frost. And you wrote off Frost because you wanted stakes. People wanted Frost more than they wanted Caitlyn. She broke up with Marcus for a ghost. Like, that was bogus. Are they going to tell Marcus she died? They could tell
I doubt
Marcus
it.
she died. Hey, but if not a funeral, a memorial, I get it. Something else.
Yeah.
Put Caitlyn's stethoscope in their little memorial, creepy mortuum hallway. Also, if I was excess, I'd be very freaked out by another version of my jacket being in there because I would know a version of myself died. I'm just gonna say that. That always creeped me out a little bit. But they got to do something.
Imagine Julian just comes back like next episode, like, "Hey guys, where's Caitlyn?"
Cisco. They're not even gonna call Cisco. We can have a one-sided conversation. It's weird. Yeah, her emotions are tied to weather. So when she's unhappy, it's bad weather. When she's happy, it's nice. But Eric, just imagine. Just imagine, Eric. Just imagine. It's an episode where she gets mad. And it's just bright as day outside. And they forget. I don't put it past Eric Wallace to forget a key plot point that they put in this episode. I'm going to remember episode 2.
It's raining when she doesn't know.
As much as I would like for this to happen, Justin, it's not.
No.
Yes, Flash Freak, it was worse than Girls Night Out. At least with Harry, Laura, we want it.
Yeah, but with Harry, like almost each Harrison Wad had like a good death. Like each one, like they paid their respects to. HR had a whole funeral. We had him for one season.
Oh, there's another one that we didn't get to see a funeral. And that was Harry too, when he kind of like got erased.
True. But hey, Flash has a good question. Why did Red Death even need filler when Boomerang took Pied Piper's gadgets on his own with one boomerang? I think she just needed her to do the techie part. I would not be surprised if we know Fiddler is around for at least one more episode from the trailer. I wouldn't be surprised if Red Death does kill her though, because well, she failed. She failed.
And Boomerang, technically.
Yeah, Boomerang technically failed. Didn't go to jail though.
Nope, he escaped. I
Are
do
we?
hope that they're going to get
Mayada,
the
what are you talking
Flash
about?
Museum starting.
People got mad at me on Reddit when I said when they barely show Red Death because of the drama. They said, "Oh, this is how they do." I'm like, "What this showing? I should." Mayada, it's because they're building up to the big bad.
Yeah.
They did the same thing with Zoom. They did the same thing with. We didn't know about Thawne until the Christmas episode.
I had a hunch.
Well, I mean, of course we had a hunch, but like he didn't get fully shown until the Christmas episode. This episode, she got her body. It's only 13 episodes, and Red Death is literally only in like what 4 or 5. It's
I
called
think
build
5.
up. It's called
Yeah.
build up. That's not a bad thing. Of course, they're getting mad at you, Mayada, because you're spouting off nonsense.
But yeah, I'm kind of hoping they're going to do the startup for the Flash Museum, because if they're going to do something like random about this director of CSI, they should do something about the Flash Museum. That's
Just because
also
she
in
doesn't
season
have
1.
a just because she doesn't have a TV in her living room doesn't mean she doesn't have one in her room. You're just assuming.
They didn't show us
I watch
everything.
TV. It's like she's
We
always
don't
at
even
Star
see her
Labs.
closet. We just know that she had two
Yes,
clothing
they
that
are.
she shared with Frost.
I really hope we get a good, like a really, really good scene of her killing all the rogues. That would be.
That'd be sick.
First of all, I just know when she does it, it's gonna be buried on the ground. Like, no, stop! What did you do? Oh, oh, Red Death hit me, and where Frost hit me pre-crisis, but the injury is still there somehow post-crisis. Oh, he stabbed me right through that spot on my leg. Oh, I'm on the ground. I can't get up.
He's like, I
Has-
can't kill you, but I can do this.
Hazard's,
yeah,
about, Hazard's about to get killed by the second big bad. By her second
Yeah.
big bad. Oh.
And then I love how they just brushed over the fact that Izzy is, alive. And if that's the case, why did Izzy and Ralph break up?
I mean, stuff happens. I don't
Like-
think that's that shocking.
But bring that up. Like you can't just casually say, was it her? She still has that weird mullet hat hairstyle. Like, how's her album doing? These are important questions. Yes, mercenary. Mark is a sociopath. He got so mad at Hartley. I'm like, bro, what are you gonna do? Freeze him to death? He can like literally make your ears bleed. Leave him alone. He's like, I'm helping a friend. Instead of Mark being a series regular, we should have.
No. Absolutely not.
I agree, Lloyd. It felt like they didn't care about her at all. But it's felt like that for a decade. So, yes, mercenary. We were just talking about that. Make Hartley a series regular.
Yeah.
I agree, Citizen Tim Scott. SFX for Frost is more expensive, but just to have her there on screen, she doesn't necessarily have to use her powers. I mean, they did that for Wally 99% of the time.
I think hair and makeup, though, also takes a while.
That's true. Like, they got rid of the voice and the glowing eyes 99% of the time, so. They don't have another doctor, and it's very, very sad because Hartley literally had a heart arrhythmia for like 99% of the episode. And it was
And
nobody
they had like
that
a
helped.
device like ready to fix it, like right in the drawer.
I mean,
the only thing that
in their defense, Barry didn't know where it was at. So they didn't know they had that.
And also, how did Hartley remember 8 years of people going in and out of Star Labs to remember it's still there in that one spot because we haven't used it?
Robert. It's a miracle no one dies without a competent doctor on Team Flash. That's a good point. They literally
Honestly,
said,
do we,
Caitlyn said, party with Keon, guys, because one, we don't give a crap about Caitlyn being dead. That's true. That's the way it came off. Not even Cisco was in the decision, and he knew her before.
yeah.
Like, I highly doubt he's just that busy at Argus to where they
Oh,
could have
yeah.
done a one-sided conversation.
It's probably because he chopped off his hair.
Was it something with Hartley's gauntlets that helped the tech that she couldn't have gotten through? I don't know, time traveling to a different time. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. Mercenary. Caitlyn got the worst type of death, off screen and exposition.
Yep.
Lara says we need to remember that Red Death killed more people than Reverse Flash. We actually don't know if that's still true post-crisis.
Yeah. He could.
She could have, but I mean, well, another thing to remember is if they do hand-to-hand combat, Ryan is a beast.
That's true.
But
yeah.
Barry also got better at hand-to-hand combat. But if you combine her Batwoman skills with Speed Force, oh God. Like Thawne was a good hand-to-hand combat fighter.
That's true.
Godspeed was
the only one.
Zoom was a brawler. He just used his speed and his size. But Barry has gotten better at hand-to-hand combat, much better. Because he used to get his butt
kicked. What doesn't make any sense at all is during Elseworld, Oliver is technically a trained assassin, and he wasn't in his right mind, but still, Ruby Rose, who just started as Batwoman, could toss both of them.
Yeah, but they were both high.
Well, yeah, but they still had all their instincts of fighting.
But also remember,
they were focused on each other, but still.
Not Ruby, but
Kate.
What's the girl's name?
Kate Kane.
Kate. I was about to say Ryan. Kate was still from the army. She still had combat training. So
yeah.
Yeah, but Oliver spent every waking moment training.
Don't remind me, Cody. What's her code name going to be? Mind Person? Facts. Facts, Flash. Facts. I wouldn't like they take forever to up until the last episode. Mayada, you don't pay attention, and it's very apparent. It's very, very apparent. You do not be paying attention. Red Death's not just showing up in the last episode. She's literally been showing up for the past 2 episodes. Of course, they're not going to wait till the very last episode for her to show up. They have never done that with a big bad. You're just looking for something to complain about. Jesus.
I would say episode 5 episode 3 we get our good first look at him. Maybe we end the episode with her meeting Barry.
First good look at Red Death in episode 2. At the very
Do we know
end.
Ryan's first episode?
Whole speech.
Is it just 4 and 5, or is it 3,
I think
4,
it's
and
4.
5?
I think it's 4 and 5. Although it might be 3, 4, and 5. I'm not sure.
I could see Ryan showing up at very end of 3.
I think the actual Earth Prime Batwoman is showing up in 5. I think. I don't want to be too certain.
But Javicia Leslie did voiceover in episode 1 too.
I mean, that's how he just showed up and took the same name. His motif is boomerangs. He just took the same name.
It's just a passing of the mantle thing, I think.
I do like how they remembered that there was another Captain Boomerang.
Yeah, it's just like Trickster 1 and then Trickster 2.
Lance, do you think season 8's writing is better than season 9's? That's still to be determined.
Yeah.
See, episode 1 was good, but episode 2 was shaky. Well, beyond shaky. Episode 2 was an earthquake. Yeah, I prefer Red Death with the glowing eyes and vibrating somewhat, but we know why that was. Like, she was vibrating on a different Earth or timeline's frequency.
Yeah.
But those Earth Prime comics probably took place before that storyline happened. The timeline can shift.
Yeah. Eric Wallace seems very like dedicated to those comics, so I think he might try and like make it line up. But like
Yeah.
we can't assure that, right? Like the Flash's timeline. Like look back to the future season 3 episode. I don't know how we ever got there, but like we've gone to the future so many times. It's like timelines have changed so much. Like we can't assure that ever.
So from Armageddon, are we assume Eobard ran Team Flash like Deegan ran his group, or did everyone like Eobard in Red Death's world? Do you think interesting on how she thinks she's in the right? Every villain thinks they are in the right.
Yeah.
When do you? And honestly, if anybody doesn't know, I said my theory several times. I think Red Death is Ryan Wilder from the Armageddon timeline. Mercenary, when do you think Star Labs will fix their roof? Only time will tell. I just
That'd
find it
be
hilarious how it's been like 9 years and they haven't tried to do it yet.
that'd be
They
a nice
opened up
little
a
like
museum with it like that.
yeah. That'd be a nice little like series finale bit of them just like fixing the roof.
A whole bunch of rain falling in. What the heck?
No, Keon cannot be the team doctor. Keon will not be the team doctor. Anybody,
I mean,
if you are just joining the stream, my Twitch handle is pinned to the comment section. Go give me a follow over there. Content coming soon. Just wanted to do a shameless plug.
she can be the team doctor in like 7 years after she goes through all
Exactly.
her medical schooling.
Exactly. Or do you think she's acknowledged that she was in a dark world and then runs with it, hence Red Death? Uh, I like to think that maybe she lost her friendship with Iris because that Barry came back and ruined that world. And something happened with her world, Sophie. Because the way I like to think about it is, just like we saw with Flashpoint, with regular Flashpoint, there's still a world where Flashpoint actually kept going.
Yeah.
Just because Barry, it's getting chilly in here. Just because Barry left a timeline doesn't mean that timeline has stopped.
I have a theory. What if we don't know exactly what Earth Prime's thing is? So, my theory is like,
No Flash.
can a timeline exist in Earth Prime that's separate from the present one, or does it stop like no one can enter or exit the multiverse in Earth Prime comics?
No, because
In
we
Earth
know
Prime,
Jay
it's shut
Garrick.
off from multiverse.
No, we could because we know Jay Garrick is still traveling the multiverse.
Well, I meant like in the comics. Like, is the Earth Prime of the Flash the only thing that's different is instead of it
Are
shutting
you talking
off
about like
from the multiverse?
comic books?
Yeah, I'm talking about like the difference between the comic book multiverse where Earth Prime is shut off from the rest of the world. I don't know. I just
Like
know
you're
that
talking about like the
on Earth,
legit comic book, like not the
yeah.
CW TV show comic books.
Well, yeah. What I was saying is the CW version might be that there can be no timelines, or nothing can actually be made from someone changing the time. Like, you
But
don't
we
get
know
like a
that's
separate.
we know that's not true because Thawne has done it. Thawne literally just did it. He came from that broken Armageddon timeline. And you should know that in the comics, at least of right now, what we would call Earth Prime is called Earth Zero. That's where all of our main heroes are in the comics. It's Earth Zero. So when they rebuilt the multiverse from, the Dark Knight's Metal War and all of the other crazy stuff that happened, it was rebuilt as Earth Zero. So yeah, just a shameless, harmless plug. We know that it can happen. We know that it has happened, and since Flashpoint still happened on this Earth Prime timeline, we can assume that they still used Vibe to view a separate timeline, to view a timeline where Flashpoint still happened. Now, viewing a timeline is not like in Marvel, where the timeline is the different Earth, where that's the multiversal thing. That's how I like why Marvel
There's
made
also
it
that
different. I like that.
the reason why kind of like if this Ryan Wilder is from the reverse Flashpoint, how changing with the Rock's supposed to make a permanent new timeline, right? So how does that work?
The what's
If you Reverse Flash went with the Flash, so he was able to get through it with
right?
the Flash, so that's why he appeared in the new timeline. But what happened to, because we didn't see Ryan Wilder running to jump into the time, to go with them. But the stone,
We still
the time
don't know what
stone.
happened after that timeline, because we also know it's another person that jumped timelines like that. Despero.
Okay. Well, I mean,
So the
well,
theory,
he wasn't
theory
using the
is
time stone. We didn't use
still
the
he
time
was
stone
using tech.
before then.
It takes it's nothing for Ryan to especially a future version who's probably learned more. It's nothing for her to go to her version of Luke and be like, "Hey, do you think we can figure out some type of tech for this?" Yada yada yada. It's just a theory. It just seems like the most plausible one. Why would a random version of Ryan Wilder be that pissed? But I mean, that was a good theory. Vader, she's in episode 4 and 5. Sweet, the
Sick.
more Ryan Wilder, the better.
Did you see the Cecile thing, by the way?
Yeah,
Her new outfit.
my other, they are going to explain it. They always explain how the timing liney whiny wimey stuff works. It may not make sense, but they explain it. How does Iris have the gun from Armageddon episode timeline that Ryan gave her? I hope that Oliver gives Barry some advice about being a hero and a father. Yeah, that's why she didn't run through there, because she had already went back to Gotham at that point. Lightning Bolt, they are gonna talk negative about her. Like, you already know that. You already know
Yeah,
it's coming.
yeah. They
Uh,
already hate the narrative that she's Red Death instead of Bruce Wayne. So
but no,
Cecile,
they
not
talking about
Ryan.
Cecile. Cecile.
oh, Cecile. I
Cecile's
was
Red
talking
Death
about
would be interesting.
That would be interesting.
we'll do a plot
Guys,
device.
to transition off of the Flash talk, I have something I
to
want to throw up on the
Ant-Man.
screen that will literally make you guys want to throw up.
Uh-oh. Oh yeah, I saw that.
Like, why? Like, they're really doing this show and they really think that looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. He's also too skinny.
I mean, that doesn't bother me. That's fine for me.
Like,
I think
look at the ear. Like, you can see the back of the head is like boxy.
It looks like one of those after party masks. The
is this
party
like
city mask.
is this a behind the things photo, or is it like from a trailer?
Behind the
It's
scenes.
behind the scenes.
Okay, well then I can't judge it too much then. Like we can to a certain extent, but I don't like judging like behind the scene photos because
We
it's
saw
obviously
what it
not
looks
finished.
like in the show, though.
Yeah,
it looks
we saw
worse.
him
Yeah.
dead on the floor.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna sit here and judge like that photo in particular. It doesn't look great. Like either ones we've seen haven't looked great. But I feel like there's also context behind it too that we just don't know yet. Like I'm trying not to judge the show too hard yet because like for one, everyone else and their mother's doing it for me. So I don't have to. And two, like
thank you.
promotion, like CW promotion, let's be honest, is terrible. It's horrible. Like we made like everyone hated Batwoman before it even like anyone even saw it. So I'm trying like I feel like there's
I with that I actually didn't hate it.
yeah, like I just kind of need to see the first episode before I'm like, this show is garbage. I don't know. We'll see. It doesn't look great though. Also, that looks like ketchup.
It
It
is
does,
ketchup.
and it's just the way it's like placed on his face.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
it's the way like they did the makeup. Like,
A
come
little
on.
bit here, a little bit there.
Like, look
Oh,
under the
okay,
neck.
long
How
streak
like,
there.
it's lightly painted, like right under the chin, and then the rest just spreads down.
Do
Oh,
they know how blood splatter works?
CW is hilarious for that. Like, they are hilarious for that.
I mean, Supernatural did it better everywhere.
Yeah, not that mask. I would, first of all, at least make the mask proportional to the guy's body. If I saw that Batman coming at me, I would not be terrified. Which
I'll be
obviously
like,
the person that
give
killed
me
him
one
was
second.
not. Yes, ma.
Can you imagine him saying, "I am vengeance"?
Like, I can't wait to see how Batman's murder dies. Like, is he gonna oink? Like, he's gonna say something weird.
I don't think he's dead though.
Are we going to see flashbacks?
That's the thing.
of
Like
him
I don't think
actually
we'll I don't think
being
we'll see his
Batman?
actual death.
We're not.
I think like down the line their plans would probably be like, oh, he's faked his death and now he's like that's like an ongoing story, just like the Batwoman story. We're just never gonna get that far.
Yeah, I don't see this show getting past like the first 5 episodes before being canceled. And honestly, I hate
I'm
that
gonna
I have
the
to
first
say that.
episode.
But I feel like people are gonna watch like the show. They're gonna hate watch it, but they're gonna watch it nonetheless, and it's gonna be like Velma.
Sure.
It gets a season 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you
But they're
don't
only
like
picking up a
it,
certain
don't
amount of
watch
shows,
it.
so I mean, yeah, I'm gonna watch it because I want to review it. Just to give my thoughts. I always give a show a fair shot. I've been telling you guys that for weeks. Give it a fair shot. The show is almost here anyway.
3 weeks.
But did
3 weeks.
did anybody in the chat see my Flash review? I mean, not my Flash review. My Superman and Lois trailer reaction. I'm really digging Michael Bishop as the new John Kent. I found it hilarious. Like they did. I forgot that they were picking up right from where they left off. So when they introduced everybody in the fortress,
That's
he
like
was in the same outfit.
huge.
I was like, "Oh, that's very jarring." I forgot he was there.
He just
Like, how are they
did
going to
one-
do that last time on Superman and Lois? Like, how are they going to do that?
They just
Are
won't.
they going to recreate everything that they had
No.
to
Hello,
briefly on Superman and Lois and have like the new
They're going to
Jonathan
cut out
CGI
they're
again?
gonna cut out they're going to cut out anything regarding John. I guarantee you.
I just
They're
don't
gonna
think they'll
crop
do it. I think they'll just not have a previously on. Flash hasn't done a previously on in years.
True. That's true.
Yeah, actually, there was a previously on in the season 9 premiere, so you just probably missed it.
I probably missed it too then.
Yeah, it was like in the first 5 seconds.
Oh.
They do it like every season.
People are still trying to fan cast their new Barry Allen when they fail to realize if this movie makes a whole butt ton of money, they aren't going to recast him.
If they really wanted to do like flashbacks, they should have done it like in the 5 seconds of the premiere, like previously on the Flash, then show it, and then there's no need for flashbacks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. I do. Go ahead.
I didn't say Bruce died in Batwoman.
Yeah, no.
No, he's missing.
I never said that.
He didn't leave Gotham. He's missing. Well, he
No,
probably
he
left,
did
but
leave
he's
Gotham.
Yeah, I
missing.
think
But he's missing.
But that's so out of character for Bruce. Why would Bruce Wayne just up and leave Gotham? I'm tired of being Batman.
I definitely think there's a story. I wonder if we would have ever actually covered it. Like, Honestly, I
I
think that
think
could have
it's
been like a
something to
cool
do with
crossover.
Damian Wayne and the Bad Blood
Could be.
Batman arc.
I
That's
don't
what
know.
I
I
think.
Laura, I think that they did break up again, and the way Clark looked back at him in the trailer, like, what? What happened? What's going on?
I
It was
love
funny.
I love the Lang so much. I don't want to go through the story a third time. This would be our third breakup between those two.
And if they go to season 4 and the rumors are true, I think the Langs are done for.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is the final season for them either way.
Yeah.
Which is
The,
okay with me. Like, I really like those characters, but if we get some new people, season 4, can we get Jimmy? Maybe that'd be
I,
sick.
I have like a
Will it be Black
I
Jimmy?
I
Or-
really, really, really like Sarah's character. I don't. I mean, also I like Lana's character too. So I
Mhm.
would like them to be there because there's only need for two. Because apparently, Kyle Cushing screwed up. So I mean,
And they're
and
just not
they don't
back
seem like they're
together.
going. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're not going to reconcile. So I think those are the only two that would have to move or go with them to Metropolis if they go to Metropolis.
I don't know why they would do that though. Unless just like all the Smallville
they
just
would
blows
probably
up,
think of
like it's gone. There's just the whole city just moves with them. They're like, all right, let's go. It's just Lee and you.
or they try to, or they do like a like Smallville did, where they had time in Metropolis and time in Smallville.
Yeah. I don't know Lightning Bolt. I would like to say yeah, but they just Warner Brothers just canceled Judge Mathis and People's Court. Do with that information what you will. I do not have high hopes.
Yeah,
I
Next
think it can
Star
go either way.
sucks.
The second daughter just appears every now and then. It's like they forget she exists.
Oh, I kind of like the. I kind of actually like the. The baby Jenna. We haven't seen her.
Hey, that's another thing. We need to see Baby Jenna. She has to show up.
Yeah, we need to
eventually.
see
Oh,
her as a like. Is she like 7 now?
Think so.
I think she. Yeah, she should be like able to speak.
She's born at the end of season 4, so it shouldn't be 7. It should be like 5.
I have to address
There
this,
was
and
time.
guys, we're about to wrap it up in a little bit. I wanted to talk about I mean, we covered the Flash set, but it's just a seal in a suit. Nobody cares about that. And Antman 3 talk. I'm gonna give it one more week so more people can see the film, just to be courteous, and we'll talk about it next week. But Mayada, my young
I did watch it.
Mayada, that seems to not pay attention to DJ Eric's videos or pages or my live streams for that matter. James Gunn has no purview over the CW whatsoever.
No,
Mm-hmm.
He could
But
be
he says
saying
that
that
it could
because he
last,
just likes it could last. He expects it to last. That's what he said. He expects it to last. But by 1 or 2 more
And-
seasons, season 3 has yet to air. So he could be counting season 3 and season 4. He also said 1 or 2 more seasons. So it could just be season 3 because, well, season 3 has yet to air. It's a wait and see situation. But James Gunn, Peter Safran, David Zaslav have no say-so over anything at the CW. I mean, we don't know. You can't
But yeah,
see anything in the pictures, so we don't know if it's awful.
Also, it doesn't need to be great. It's probably going to be on screen for like 2 minutes.
you look,
Like, it's like I
You're
think it's for
judging
like
a grainy.
yeah, like the
No offense, Canada Grass, if you see this, you're judging a potato photograph. You can't see nothing. It's dark out. Like, be serious, Mayada. Like, nobody wants to see Cecile in a suit, but she's in a suit. It
Frog
still
grass,
can't really see it, so we don't know what it looks like. How are you gonna say she doesn't deserve to be a superhero? I mean, she has the power. She's a telepath. She can go out there and throw stuff. Who are you to say she doesn't deserve it?
I wish they set this up like seasons
I
ago.
wouldn't mind that, Laura. I wouldn't mind
I
that.
I
kind
could
of
see
hate
it.
Eric Wallace's long ass stories. Like he 6 to 8 is like this one big ass story, and I kind of like if you weren't watching constantly like 24, paying attention, Godspeed would fall under the cracks because you technically don't remember what exactly happened. You
Yeah.
see, like there's like stunt doubles in the season 6, episode 1, and then you don't hear from them again until like season 7, and you get like nitbits of I think there was also one in episode 18 with Pied Piper.
Hold on. This comment just gave me a huge migraine.
She's getting the training in the first episode of
It's like you
season
just
9.
don't. It's like you just don't pay attention. She's literally in training right now.
That whole
The set
Cecile
photos
and
are from
Joe
episode 12,
throwing
bro.
football.
That's from episode 12. 12, Mayada. Episode 12. We're only on episode 2.
Also, it does seem like that some of the episode will take place like in the future. So so like this might be like a future version who's had ton of training.
Exactly. I just don't. Headaches. She gives me headaches.
I guess it's the only way to save time. Time travel. That's like the easiest way.
You don't know what's going to happen between episode 1 and 2 and episode 12. Episode 12 isn't going to air until like May something. Like, chill out. You're making all these snap judgments and you're probably going to miss majority of the training anyway. Because, well, no offense, you do miss a lot of stuff. But still, like, chill out, bro. It's like you're determined to hate on Cecile. Like, I'm not a Cecile fan by any means. But in episode 2, I liked her playing off of Joe. When she's written well, she's written well. I don't want to see her in a suit, but I mean, she's out in the field anyway.
I liked her
It's
first
just,
appearance when
it's
she was
just funny.
solo.
It's funny to me that she's in a suit. We don't know what the suit's gonna look like, but Mayada, what Lightning Bolt is saying is you have said a lot of weird stuff tonight that's like very easily explained. So yeah,
Oh,
Laura,
yeah,
if
yeah,
that's something to complain about because we literally didn't see
Yeah.
her training. She just learned how to use her powers in the off season. If she want to complain about something, complain about that. But Cecile, we literally see her training to use her powers, and we are going to continue to see her training to use her powers.
I
Like,
wonder.
come on, and
people,
even if we don't, if we
people
don't
that are
see
series regulars gets the front spotlight where
and even if we
Kramer
don't see
does
it,
not.
bro, if we don't see it, we still know it's happening. That's my whole thing. We still know the training is happening. They have established the training that's happening. We didn't. We barely. Season 3 started and Cisco's in the field. We didn't see that. We didn't see that training happening. What about that? Frost. Killer Frost. When she became Killer Frost, she just knew how to use her powers. Didn't see any training for that.
We didn't see those 2 wins that Barry apparently got from Oliver. We didn't see Oliver getting his butt whooped.
Exactly. Mayada, Cisco did not have experience when he first suited up his vibe. He did not have experience.
Yeah, when he
Which is
saved
why-
the Flash from
which is why he had to
yeah.
use. They did that whole training montage later on in the season for Gypsy, which is why he kind of sucked in it. He did not have experience.
Yeah.
Killer Frost did not have experience, bro. Killer Frost
She
became
just
Killer Frost,
automatically knew how to
and it
flip.
just showed up and started using her powers because she didn't care about training. She was evil, so it just came to her, I guess. It's not experience, you're just spouting off anything at the moment.
Well, technically speaking, when the Rangers first morph, Power Rangers, they automatically know how to fight and know how to use their powers.
But no, but there's an canon thing for that. It's from the
Yeah,
morphing
yeah, I
grid.
know. I'm just joking.
Yeah, Mayada, you're just trying to. Yeah, yeah, I know. I'm just trying to prove a point. Not everybody has their training montage that Mayada is so keen on getting. Yeah, mercenary. I wouldn't say I'm getting pissed. I'm getting disappointed because she's like being extremely negative tonight. I mean, from the thing about Joel, and the rule is if you don't see a body, don't assume they're dead. Like, come on, this is episode 6 and he's the main character. Be for real. Not necessarily, Laura. Not necessarily. In
Not
the early
necessarily.
seasons, yes.
Billy didn't.
Early seasons, yes. But from like, let's see, Dino Thunder were not martial artists.
Well, yeah, and also Billy wasn't a martial artist.
Billy wasn't a martial artist.
He was starting, but then he, as soon as he morphed, he just knew how to karate chop.
Majority of the people in RPM was not a martial artist. These newer, like the Nickelodeon seasons, not martial artists. It's only a few key characters have martial arts training, but a lot of them do not. And I like that. That's cool.
I think
Mayada.
Megaforce didn't have martial arts training.
Yeah, he didn't. But Megaforce is also trash. So we will not refer to that as a Power Ranger season. God, Megaforce is trash.
Was it Dino?
Oh,
no, not Dino. Yeah, Dino Fury, but also
yeah, Dino Fury. They have no swordsman
Ninja
training.
Steel. There's only one ninja in the entire team.
Yeah.
That's the Red Ranger.
And also, they're not ninjas. They use swords. They are not ninjas. They don't do hand-to-hand combat.
Samurai.
It should have just been called samurai. They are not ninjas. But that's a rant for another day. I might do a video on that. Yellow, I'm excited. I'm excited. Couple more months to the Power once and always, and then hopefully we'll be getting Cosmic Fury soon after that. So I'm excited. But Mayada, you kind of are being negative. You said Cecile's suit was ugly without actually being able to see the suit. You then say she doesn't deserve to be a hero. Who are you to say somebody deserves to be a hero? Did Frost deserve to be a hero and she started off as a bad guy? Did Barry deserve to be a hero and he doubted himself literally 100% of the time? Did Oliver deserve to be a hero and he was killing people? Literally left and right putting arrows in people. Like, he was putting people down.
You want better. Guardians deserve to be heroes because they're all criminals?
Exactly. Exactly. Like, and then you say you need to see a training montage. If we know she's training, we don't need to see her training every day. We don't see Barry training every day. Yeah, we occasionally see him running around, the speed lab, but we don't see it every episode because he's not in every episode. So no, you don't need to see it. You would like to see it. We have seen that she's starting to train, but like Darren said, he believes that scene is in the future. So that still shouldn't piss you off.
Yeah.
It still shouldn't piss you off. If that's in the future, that means she did work for it. We don't know what that scene entails. We don't know what type of time jumps that we're going to be going through as we progress through the rest of this season. If Eddie becomes Cobalt Blue, is he going to need to train to learn how to use his powers? Will that irritate you? Will it? We didn't see, we didn't see this new version of Nora training. We didn't see this. We didn't see Bart training. That did not bother you. And I'm not trying to say this to like.
Wally trained.
I'm not trying to say this
can't
to
say
like
that.
go in on you or nothing by any means. I'm just saying you're going out of your way to be overly negative to a character. And yes, we are all guilty of it. But if the character has done nothing to you, like Mark collectively pissed off the world because Chillblaine is a badly written character. Cecile is hit or miss. Nobody wants to see her suit up, but it's happening.
No one wants
Let's
to
just
see her
wait
stream
to
either.
see- Yeah, let's wait to see what happens, Mayada. Like, just wait to see. Like, you're determined to hate it before it happens. Like with Chillblaine, I saw the way he acted. I was hoping that he would be better than he was because he was a series regular, but that doesn't happen. No, they won't. The only way Joe dies is if he dies of old age.
Or if they jump in the future and he dies. So
It's not really annoying. It's just plot convenience. It's not annoying though. It's just her powers evolving. I mean, she gets a new power set every other day, but I mean that doesn't annoy me. It's just plot convenience. I can just
Yeah.
not. I can care less.
how
I
do
don't
we
let that
push the
bother.
story forward?
Like Darren, do you let Cecile's random powers bother you?
Sometimes. But I try not to focus on the overly negative stuff. I feel like
I
yeah,
find it
I mean,
fun trying to figure out why she's the plot device in the episode ever since
Yeah, it's
Eric
like she's a
pointed it
plot
out.
device.
sure.
I just find it fun. It was like, wait, what's sequel? I like pay attention to Cecile just to see what plot device she's going to use for this episode. Because
It's-
DJ Eric pointed out.
It's kind of weird because I think when she's good, she's really good. Like she has some great moments sometimes. They just don't write it the way I think they should. Like you can make her a solid character, and I think she used to be like season 3. I actually really loved her.
And it's
Season
not
three,
the
her
actor.
initial
By the
appearances
way,
were
of
great.
Chillblaine.
Oh
And
yeah, the actress is great.
Danielle
Chillblaine,
Nicolette,
the
love her.
Yeah,
John
Chillblaine, the
Cord is
actor,
not, he's knocking it out of the park as the
he's a good
character.
actor.
His writing is just annoying as
Mhm.
all get out. Like
Yeah. And also, he's not the Flash is not the only series that I've seen him in. I've seen him in Shadowhunters, Supernatural, and a few others. What Shadowhunters was the one with Cat McAmara.
yeah.
Catherine.
Mhm.
Yeah, let's go with that. I do not want to butcher her name. AKA Mia Queen. And I've also seen her in, I think, Maze Runner too. And obviously Walker Independence. So.
What?
Well, she wasn't in.
I think she just means like the earlier season she was okay, and then the last couple she wasn't as good.
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay.
I think she's just saying like what was season 2? She was her first season.
she was
No,
in season one.
Was she?
She was her first appearance
didn't
was
have a
the
Okay.
role.
Everyman.
Oh, okay.
Everyman. Oh, no, that was her second role. She was in something else. No, maybe.
Yeah, I think I relatively agree with that though. I don't think wasn't until season 7 where I started having issues.
Trying to remember that far back. It ain't possible.
God, I hope not, Laura. But guys, we are going to I'll wrap it on up. It's been fun. I am going to be a guest tomorrow on Eric's. Let me say this right before I say the wrong word again. On Eric's members only stream. Almost said
I
on
know
his members
exactly
only
what you're
stream.
going to say. I was like, you
Um,
already made that joke.
I want to thank everybody for joining in today. Had a great turnout. Had a great Flash conversation. My review for the Flash will be posted on Thursday morning again around 10 o'clock Central Standard Time. So be on the lookout for that. You guys turned out in droves for the last one. If you are subscribed and you aren't getting alerts about my content, turn on the alert bell. Like, do that right now. I'll wait.
Can I say something about Ant-Man 3 real quick? It's not
Sure.
spoiler or anything. So, Robert made a point where he said, that Henry, the name Henry, and from uh, Janet kept calling him Henry, and that's technically his name. It's Dr. Henry Jonathan Pym. Is his full name from the comics.
Yeah,
So, and
Hank
he
is
goes
short for
by
Henry.
Hank too.
Hank is
Yeah.
short for Henry. Yeah.
So that's the reason why, because she only appeared in like in the second movie, she only appeared she brought back. So this is a full movie of her in it. So we're going to see like new content
Yeah,
because
and
they've been apart.
like I told him the other day, when a spouse is upset, when a spouse is upset with somebody, they're gonna call them by their government name. So that's not. I don't know why
Yeah,
that really stuck out to him. Uh,
makes me wonder if
uh,
Hope is actually Hope, because in the
yes,
comic she's not Hope.
I mean she's really Hope is her government name in the film universe. It's just Hank
Yeah,
is just short. For, I mean Hank is short for Henry. In the comics they call him Doctor Henry Hank Pym. So like that's not a big
and
yeah,
yeah.
y'all making that like a big plot point. That's not a big plot point.
It's a nod to the comics though.
Yeah, like that's all it is. But guys, like I said, hit that Twitch button. I'm gonna be streaming The Last of Us. Gonna be having some fun, talking to you guys. I got my OBS stream all set up. Got some nice chill music in the background. Um, so yeah,
Um,
I'll be posting when I'm ready to start that. Be prepared to see me rage quit a lot of these games. It's gonna be hilarious. Screen
What's a
cap a lot of
plug?
it. Yeah, yeah.
Where's it
But
gonna be like sweet niblets?
yeah. But I want to thank Darren for joining today. Hopefully, he'll be back next week if they don't
Hopefully.
make him come to work. And, I want to thank Three Dubs. Next week, we're going to dive into Ant-Man 3 spoilers and the Flash episode. So, yeah. Thanks, everybody.
Oh,
Hold
hold
on.
on,
You
we
got
gotta do
you got to do your stuff.
Yeah.
Man, falling behind Three Dubs.
Well, every time I did it before, you would
Yeah.
automatically try something. So,
Oh,
are you
yeah.
gonna make any jokes? You gonna make any jokes?
No, I'm good.
No jokes.
I got to go
Okay.
take this dog out. So.